Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode. We're working on Unit 4, Lesson 7 Review. The topic is still into the past. Let's get started. We're going to practice and review the vocabulary and structures of the unit. We will read and write a report. Now, I'd like you to look at the objects in the pictures and match the words to those objects. So we have arc, coin, mask, ruins, tool, and vase. Of course, the first one is done for us, which is vase. We use a vase to put flowers in or to put objects that are like dried plants and so on for decorative purposes. Now, let's look at number 2. Of course, this is a coin, which is used as a form of means of exchange or money. The third is a picture of a tool used in ancient Egypt, and it is labeled tool. Of course, number 4 is actually and surprisingly a mask that was used by ancient Egyptians. So the mask is placed on your face to cover your face. And of course, number 5 is an ark. Okay, it is an ancient historic site. And the last picture is a picture of ruins, or basically the remains of what was once a village or a place of living. Now, for number 2, we will rewrite these rules for visiting a castle using must or mustn't. So let's say you're going to visit a castle. What must you do and what mustn't you do? The first one is done for us. Let's check it out. Buy your ticket before you enter. Of course, you should say you must buy your ticket before you enter. As for number 2, don't eat inside the castle. How would we say this using mustn't? Now, for number 2, you could say you mustn't eat inside the castle. You mustn't eat inside the castle, which means you should not eat inside the castle. Number 3, leave large bags at the ticket office. Here we will say, you must leave large bags at the ticket office. Number 4, take your rubbish home. Here it's going to be, you must take your rubbish home. Number 5, don't climb on the walls. It's dangerous. So you should say, you mustn't climb on the walls. It's dangerous. And number 6, walk carefully and follow the signs. Here we will say, you must walk carefully and follow the signs. Now we will move on to exercise 3. We're gonna play a game. Choose 2 numbers between 1 to 6 and make sentences with as or while. Let's check it out. This is, of course, the past continuous tense versus the past simple. Okay, so I'm going to choose number 6. As I was visiting the museum, I found out interesting facts. Now it's your turn to choose another number. Let's say you chose number 2. While I was reading a book, my friend phoned me. So you can say also, while I was playing on the computer, I found an interesting fact. So the first part of our sentence is in the past continuous, which means you did something in the past, but for quite some time. And the second part of the sentence is actually in the past simple tense. Now, I'd like you to complete the table with the words from the box. The first one is done for us. We're going to sort the words according to whether they are adjectives, materials used to create things, museum objects, or verbs. The first one is done for us, which is awesome. Awesome is an adjective we use to describe something that is extremely great. Now, we will look at the second adjective, which is historic. It is used to describe anything that is from the past. And we can also sort out strong under the adjectives column because it describes how powerful something or someone is. Now we will sort out the materials. We'll start with clay. papyrus and wood. Clay is used to make pots and bowls. Papyrus is used to write. It is used as a form of paper. And wood, of course, can be used for tools. As for museum objects, we have coin, figure, and mask. Of course, a figure is kind of like a statue. So now we will move on to the verbs column. Of course, the verbs we know are damage, touch, and weigh. If you damage something, you ruin it or you break it. If you touch something, of course, you use your hand probably to touch it. And if you weigh something, you check how heavy it is. Now we have completed Unit 4 review. That's a wrap. This was Ms. Sarah Bassioni. Have a wonderful day. Bye.